Hello, snowboarders of the internet. I'm your host, Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Nidecker Sensor. This board is available in 147, 150, 153, 156, and 159 wide. This board features Nidecker's Freestyle Cam Rocker, which is a more mellow traditional camber with a more pronounced rocker in the tip and the tail. Basically, it's going to make it a lot more buttery, easier to press, but you're still going to have a little bit of snap and pop between the feet. I rode this board at Arapahoe Basin on a sunny bluebird day. It was warmer temps, there was zero wind. Some hot pow had fallen the night before, so the runs were a little more lumpy, chundery, where, there wasn't corduroy. And I rode this board with my K2 Thraxis boots and my K2 Indy bindings. Twin park board with a very soft jib-friendly flex. I mean, really soft. A lot of play out in the tips, little stiffer between the insert packs, a ton of torsional flex to it. This board is just super soft and super lively. You will feel everything with this board. It does not matter if you're going slow or fast. You are going to feel everything. There is zero dampening in this board. You will feel every bit of chatter in the tip and the tail resonating back right underfoot. You will feel when this board hits a bump in the middle and it shockwaves right up into your knees. You will feel everything. Ever wanted to toe a fine line when you're popping with a snowboard? This is it. It's easy to engage to get the snap from this board, but you can overflex it, causing it to just fold when you go to pop off of it. You have to be slightly calculated with how you pop, which is surprising because it has skate style pop, meaning you don't have to aggressively load it up or be worried about popping at the last minute. The snap is there. It's not anything mind-blowing. It'll get the job done, but this is a soft-ass jib noodle. Surprisingly, when I went and hit some small jumps, it popped off the lip with ease. I would say that anything over 20 to 25 feet is really going to be pushing it with this board. It's just that soft. You're going to feel the landings. You're going to feel the lip when you take off. You're going to feel everything with this board. The first time I buttered on this board, I completely folded the nose on it and just bent it in half and pretty much washed out. That's how soft this board is. Generally, I like to pop right into my butters, but with this one, I was swiveling into it. It's one of those boards where you lean back, you lean forward, you're pressing on it. And when I was doing the 180 variations that I do when I test a board's butterability, I didn't really need to pop. I could just swivel this thing right around. A lot of that's due in part to the fact that it does have sidekick technology, so that tip is beveled up so it's like a giant ass scoop. But this board, you could just overflex it. There really wasn't a lot of rebound. It didn't really fight you. It just wanted to butter. And jibbing was super easy on this thing. Lean back, lean forward. You're in a tail press, you're in a nose press. It doesn't fucking matter. You pop into it. You're probably going to overflex the board and cause it to buckle. Getting sideways, it just hugs the feature and locks right in. If anything, I'd be more worried about you slapping your nose or tail into the ground because it's folded so far over on it. This board, as they state, is a ground trick board. Yeah, it is, but there's no fucking rebound to it. If you typically know how to carve, you want to turn it down on this board because you're going to overpower it. Anytime I got remotely aggressive with this thing and tried to push it into a turn, it would wash out. Every single time. It's one of those boards for skidding turns, doing really mellow setup turns, or just getting it on edge but not driving it on edge, where you're just sort of on the edge and just going straight and maybe doing a little bit of a turn here and there. That's what it was good for. This thing was not good for carving. It really is a very limiting board. So who is this board for? Someone that really wants to learn how to butter and jib and wants a soft, flexing noodle. So I'll preface my personal thoughts right now by saying I'm definitely over the weight range on the 153. I typically ride a 54 for park. but I know I was over the weight range on the 53. I know that I would still be able to fold the 156. There's not a doubt in my mind. This board is essentially the old Flow Verve brought into their line with sidekick technology and a cam rocker camber profile. Even then, it doesn't have the rebound or the drive that the Verve had. This thing was just soft. It's just a soft ass noodle. I was really surprised that they would make something like this coming from Nidecker and what they're known for, but they did. It's not a bad board, it's just not a great board. I mean, it's just literally like you live in the Midwest, you're riding 300 feet and you just want to butter till your legs fall off, I guess. I don't really know. Comparable boards: the Battalion Wally, the Capita Horoscope, the K2 Worldwide Weapon. This has been my review of the Nidecker sensor. Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the content we've got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you'd really like to support us and you want to see us grow out our content offering and everything we're trying to do in snowboarding, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP. I could tell you more here, but I've got a video over there. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.